Grab your coffee, grab your biscuits, and grab your mimosas because it's time for brunch. We're whipping up a fried chicken Benedict on a biscuit, y'all. And can't forget those delicious rainbow breakfast potatoes. It's gonna get crazy on Cooking with Flava with Ava. Hi guys, and welcome back to Cooking with Flava with Ava. Let's start off this brunch extravaganza with my rainbow potato medley. I use a combination of several types of potatoes, and I really like the color of these purple potatoes. So let's go ahead and peel a sweet potato. We're gonna add this to our little medley we have going on here. And cut the sweet potato into about 1/4 inch pieces, the same as you would the other potatoes. And I'm gonna add some fresh rosemary, of course. It's much easier to remove the rosemary if you go against itself. A little chippity choppity. Let's add our rosemary to our bowl. And next we're going to add some red bell peppers, some yellow bell peppers, some white onions, and then of course we're gonna add some seasonings. Some onion powder, salt, pepper, and a little garlic powder. Hit it with some good old olive oil. We're going to mix our potatoes on our baking sheet and preheat our oven to 350 degrees, or if you're doing convection, 325. And you're all set. Let's move on to making our buttermilk biscuits. We're gonna start off with our self-rising flour. Self-rising flour already has those agents in there to make it rise. If you're using all-purpose flour, just add in some baking powder to help it really. Okay, so we're gonna add in 2 cups and 1/4 of our self-rising flour. We're gonna do a pinch of salt, and then a couple pinches of sugar. It's important that your butter is cold. You should keep it in the freezer. It should be like an iceberg. You're grating. Make sure you have your fingers back so you don't slice off your fingers. Nobody wants finger biscuits. So once our butter is shredded into our flour mixture, we are going to softly combine it together. We don't want to overmix. So it's a little crumbly. And this is real buttermilk. I have not found a dairy-free buttermilk yet. If you have seen one, let me know. But I'm not messing up these biscuits today. So buttermilk it is. Dust your surface with some flour so the dough doesn't really stick to the counter. We're going to pour our dough onto the surface. So we're just going to start folding the dough over itself. And folding the dough creates layers in the biscuits. Life hack. I know. Get a rolling pin and start to roll it out to about 1/2 inch thick. Rolling on the biscuits. All right, just gonna fold it over one more time to get those nice layers. Get our rolling pin. And this rolling pin actually belonged to my great-grandmother. She kind of started the whole Southern cooking. Yes, that's what we want, y'all. This is what we want! Okay, getting excited. So we're going to go straight down and resist the urge to twist. because twisting locks off the biscuit so air cannot get through to create those fluffy layers. Here we go. Down, up, down, up. Oh, yes. Look at how pretty these are. Squeeze it one more. Okay. Let's get a little spatula. Oh, wait, you guys. We're not gonna cook these biscuits on a regular pan. If you're gonna make some Southern style biscuits, you better have a skillet, okay? Just gonna sprinkle a little flour. Look at these biscuits, look at that. Look at that, look at this! Am I the only one who gets excited over biscuits? Here we go. And biscuits are really simple to make. They just taste so good, so you think it's complicated. You can add different ingredients to your biscuits. I've made some cheddar jalapeno biscuits before. You can add some cinnamon. But today I'm just showing you good old original. Okay, so let's come back over here and do it all over again. Our oven is on 470, convection 445. Get in there. And we're gonna let them do their thing for 15 to 20 minutes. Ooh, look at these biscuits, y'all. Let's get them out the oven so we can butter them up. Look at this. Oh, sweet guacamole and chips. This is beautiful. Y'all, these are country style buttermilk biscuits. Bottoms are perfect. You see these layers? Here we go. I'm so excited. Oh my Lord. Y'all, please make these at home. It's so buttery, it's so airy. Look at these layers from folding it over and over again. Okay, let's move on to making our frittata. Frittata is basically an open-faced omelet. You can use 6 to 8 eggs depending on your desired egg to veggie ratio. So now we're gonna add in our peppers. I have some yellow peppers, red, and green, as well as some organic frozen spinach. We're gonna add in some milk. Makes it a little fluffier. Almond milk. Don't get too crazy. Some seasonings. Salt, pepper, onion. Now it wouldn't be brunch without bacon. Add a couple of pieces. Okay, it's time to add our egg mixture to the vegetables. And you can always use whatever meat and veggies you want. If you want to be super healthy, you get to use kale and turkey bacon. But not today. Go ahead and spread your eggs out just a little. Get a nice layer of your eggs. We're going to turn down our heat to medium and chisel. Alright, now that we're done with the dairy-free cheese, let's go ahead and add in some pesto. I like to get my pesto from the DeKalb County Farmers Market. If you're in Atlanta, hit it up. Voila! After 20 minutes in a 350-degree oven, our frittata is ready. To top off our frittata, we're going to saute some tomatoes, garlic, herbs, and salt and pepper. I wanted to try something new, so instead of just slicing out the frittata, I'm using the biscuit cutter to create a nice little circular shape. Ooh! Middle of our plate. Yes. Tomatoes are nice and soft. Come on. I love the pop of color that these tomatoes bring to the dish. Our frittata! Okay, let's try this frittata. Nice little piece. Now there's flavor alert! It's so fresh. You can taste all the vegetables, the peppers, the herbs. Let's finish up that fried chicken Benedict. So combine 5 tablespoons of seasoning salt with all-purpose flour, 4 tablespoons of pepper, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, and 2 teaspoons of cayenne pepper. Just remember 5-4-2-1-2. Now we're going to cover our chicken breasts with plastic so we don't get salmonella. This is if you have any pent-up aggression, maybe somebody cheated on you, you lost your job, coronavirus. Let's get it out. Now that I'm so relaxed, we can cut our chicken in half and prepare it for the deep fryer. Now remember, this mixture has all of our seasonings. Really give it some flavor. Once your chicken breast is covered, we're going to place it in some buttermilk. I know, let it go. You can also soak your chicken in the buttermilk overnight if you want to make it really tender. But if you're in a rush, just go ahead and dip it right back into the flour. Off to Fryville. Our fryer is at 325 degrees, and let this chicken do its thing. All right. And I'm drooling. Look at that, y'all. Alright, let's get some fresh lemon squeezed for our hollandaise sauce. That's going to go on top of our fried chicken Benedict. So we're going to add in our egg yolks, 4 of them, a pinch of salt, some pepper, a pinch of cayenne, and that fresh lemon juice. Using a blender instead of a double boiler to make the hollandaise sauce is so much easier. While we're blending, we're going to add in our hot melted butter. And this is what really cooks the egg yolks. So I kind of want this consistency. It should coat the spoon. And that's it. Last step for our Benedict, we're going to poach an egg. Once your water is boiling, cut the heat. This is so we get rid of any excess. Put that into our canister. Start to create a vortex with a spoon in the water. This is really what's going to help you out when you're poaching an egg. Drop the egg in and just let it do its thing. It also helps to add white vinegar to your pot of water to help your egg come together. After 3 to 4 minutes, your egg should be poached. Look at it! Let's plate this thing. Make a circle of your breakfast potatoes. Pop a biscuit in the middle. Crispy chicken breasts on top. Now let's grab our poached egg. Pour this hollandaise sauce on top. Now it's a party. Little fresh herbs. And there is our fried chicken Benedict surrounded by our breakfast potato. Woo-hoo-hoo! It's crunchy. Got the egg, with the chicken, with the biscuit. Here we go. I put rosemary from the potatoes, the crunchy and some spice in the chicken, the creaminess of the yolk and the butteriness of the biscuit. Woo! Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed another episode of Cooking with Flava with Ava. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe, comment, tag me if you try these recipes, and tune in next week because it's desserts.